prove to a flat earther that the world is round, I would say that I would hit them over the head with Newton's Principia. Because the implication, can you imagine if every time you get on a plane and fly somewhere, then the person who's in charge of the plane is part of a vast conspiracy that's trying to deceive you? Just imagine that. Right? How nervous would you be on the plane if the people that are flying it are actually just keeping you in the dark about the real nature of reality? How does that make you feel? You'd never get on a plane again. That would be great, because then when I go on holiday, I never bump into a flat earther because they don't travel.
The Earth looks flat because, one, you're not far enough away at your size. Two, your size isn't large enough relative to Earth to notice any curvature at all. It's a fundamental fact of calculus and non-Euclidean geometry. Small sections of large curved surfaces will always look flat to little creatures that crawl upon it. The whole thing, it's just a symptom of a larger problem. There's a growing anti-intellectual strain in this country. It may be the beginning of the end of our informed democracy. Of course, in a free society, you can and should think whatever you want. But if you think the world is flat and you have influence over others, then being wrong becomes being harmful to the health, the wealth, and the security of our citizenry. Discovery and exploration got us out of the caves, and each generation benefits from what previous generations have learned. Prove the Earth is not flat. Prove it? Okay. Do you have tall buildings where you are? If you do, and a sight line to the horizon, positions people from the ground floor up to the top floor and have someone hanging out in the roof. And all you have to do is at a sunset, when you have a clear view to the western horizon, have each person looking out the window, when they see the sun set below the horizon, have them raise their hand. And you will see one by one, in sequence, each person raise their hand until the person does so from the roof. That tells you that the sun is disappearing behind a curved surface. And if Earth were flat, when the sun set below that edge, everyone would raise their hands simultaneously. Or you could look at photos from NASA.
Is the Earth flat or round? It's round. Okay, now let's see. How do we go about proving that? Go to the seashore. Go to a seashore and figure out why you can't see Spain from the east coast of North America. Just go to the middle of the Mississippi River and look south. Why can't you see the Louisiana? Why can't you see New Orleans? What's the problem there? Well, then climb a tower or go to the top of a hill or a mountain and you'll see a little farther, but you will not see to the other side of the earth, places we know to exist. For example, I've been to London. I can tell you, other people have. I've been to Vancouver, British Columbia, and you cannot see Vancouver, British Columbia from Boise, Idaho, let alone from New York City or Toronto or what have you.
That wouldn't happen if the Earth were flat. There are proofs all around you. It is not difficult to know that the Earth is round. One of the things you can see yourself with a pair of binoculars is if you actually go out to a lake and there are boats on that lake, the farther away a boat is, the more the bottom of the boat will disappear and you'll basically just see the mast of the boat. And as a boat goes farther and farther away, the last thing you will see is the very top of the mast of that boat. And that's because the boat is actually going over the horizon that's curved. And that means that as it goes farther and farther away, you see less and less of the bottom of it and more of the top of that. You can see that with binoculars, by an ocean, by a lake. It's really easy. That wouldn't happen if the Earth were flat. You would simply see the boat getting smaller and smaller and smaller as it went farther away, but you'd be able to see the whole thing with the same proportions.